Growing up, my dad always had a book of some type on his nightstand. It was always a business book or a sales book. And I remember asking him one time, "Dad, why do you always have a book on your nightstand?" And he said to me, "Tim, if you don't ever get to a point in life where you think you know everything, don't ever get to a place where you think you have nothing left to learn. Because when you get there, the end is near. It might not be tomorrow, it may not be a year from now, maybe 5 years from now, but you have ushered in the end." And that's really stuck with me for my entire life. And it's part of the reason I have such a passion for training and consulting and for learning. Now, even if you don't have a passion for learning just for the sake of knowledge, if you have a passion for staying in business, you need to create a learning organization. You need to create an environment where people can constantly be growing and improving their skills, because that's how you create insurance against your business being a going concern versus being a business that just isn't around in 5 or 10 years. There's 5 critical elements to creating a learning organization. The first element is the initial training or the onboarding process. It's one of the most common complaints we hear from new hires at companies all over North America is they sat around for a month not knowing what to do. Okay, so we have to have a way to get people in the door, instill a bias towards action, and really allow them to hit the ground running. We also want to create opportunities for social or peer learning. These can be structured or unstructured, but it's opportunities for people to learn from one another. Okay, it doesn't necessarily have to be a touchy-feely team environment, but it's a way for us to move best practices and different ideas, because we never know where that idea is going to come from. We also want to focus on the third aspect, which is mid-level development. And this is a type of training that, quite frankly, many organizations are completely lacking. And it's one of the things that creates career stagnation and causes people to look elsewhere, is they've learned the basic skill set and now they need to move forward, but they don't have a way, they don't have a method to learn how to move forward and to take the basic training and now really take their business to the next level. We also want to have opportunities for self-directed learning, and this is giving people the opportunity to choose the types of things that they want to learn. Okay, maybe something that they do on their own time, especially in non-prime time hours, but it's allowing people to grow in ways that are meaningful to them and not to be beholden to anybody else's schedule or whatever for delivery. The fifth aspect, and this is one of the hardest to do, is how do you continue to train your superstars? That's a very difficult skill set, especially for a lot of managers and owners of companies, because when somebody reaches that real superstar level, it's difficult to know how you can be a facilitator of allowing them to continue to find greater fulfillment in their career. But all 5 of these aspects really play together, not only in creating an organization that is dedicated to constant and never-ending improvement, but also how you retain the best talent over time, because you have a platform that allows them to continuously feel fulfilled. So remember, this isn't just about money. Money is great. Most people are in this business because they want to make a lot of money, and I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that. But most people over time find that if they lack a sense of fulfillment, if they don't feel like they're growing and progressing, they get bored, and that's when they start to look elsewhere.